Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: an organization is expanding to help abused children locally. Plus, reports of gas fumes cause issues in Estill County earlier today. And of course, we're going to take a look at what's going on in the capital of the legislative session. We have Sam in the Weather Center and your latest sports report from Michael Watkins. That is all coming up today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV Channel 9 big story, a local organization dedicated to advocating for abused and neglected children is expanding its reach into eastern Kentucky. Formerly known as CASA of Madison and Clark counties, the organization is now operating as CASA of Wilderness Trail. Encompassing a larger service area, court-appointed special advocates, or CASA, plays a vital role in ensuring the well-being of vulnerable children. With the expansion, CASA of the Wilderness Trail will now serve children in Madison, Clark, Estill, Lee, and Owsley counties, bringing much-needed support to more communities in the region. The organization's efforts are bolstered by dedicated local supporters, including young philanthropist Lily Purdy, a longtime advocate for CASA. Lily began fundraising during the pandemic by selling handmade bookmarks at her family's coffee shop, Purdy's Coffee. For her 7th birthday, she donated her earnings and formed a CASA club with her friends, aiming to make an even greater impact. The CASA club, comprised of Lily, Reagan, Harper, Sydney, Esther, and Grace, has become a fixture at the annual Valentine's Bash at Purdy's downtown location, raising over $1,000 in the past 5 years. Recently, the group made another generous donation of $360 to support CASA's mission. CASA of the Wilderness Trail's expansion marks a significant step to providing essential advocacy for children in need across eastern Kentucky. For more information on how to support their efforts, you can visit MadisonCASA.org or follow their Facebook page. Kids Making a Difference. That's wonderful. Well, a bit of a concern for a while this morning as Estill County EMA, along with Estill Fire and Rescue, responded to the New Fox area of Estill County after reports of a gas leak and strong gas smell in the area. Plans were in motion to start evacuations when it was discovered that the gas emitting was part of a planned controlled blow-off by Columbia Gas that local officials were not made aware of was happening. Delta Gas also had a controlled gas blow-off today scheduled near the end of Drowning Creek on the Madison County side of the river. Well, in a story we've been following here, London Mayor Randall Weedle is now facing a second defamation lawsuit this month, further fueling controversy within the city. Former state troopers James Jimmy Phelps and his brother John Phelps filed the suit February 21st, alleging that Weedle made false and damaging statements about them online, including accusations of sexual misconduct and murder. The lawsuit follows a similar suit filed by Elijah Jarvis on February the 14th, who claimed Weedle falsely accused him of distributing nude photos of minors on a podcast. All three plaintiffs are represented by the same attorney, who believes the mayor's actions are retaliatory, stemming from their questioning of the city's handling of the Doug Harless shooting. Harless was fatally shot by London police in December while officers were serving a warrant at the wrong address. The Phelps brothers claim Weedle's statements have damaged their reputations and caused emotional distress. They and Jarvis allege that they were targeted after making open records requests and questioning the police actions related to the Harless case. Weedle, in a Facebook comment, included to the Phelps brothers messaging with young girls, which is one of the statements cited in the lawsuit. The plaintiff's attorney, Brandon Vogler, asserts that Weedle attacks those who question him rather than providing answers. He intends to present the case to a jury and seek punitive damage for his clients. Well, last week, Senate Bill 83 had its first reading yesterday. The third reading of the bill took place where it passed 37-0 and now heads to the House. This bill looks to give homeschooled students the opportunity to receive KEYS money to put towards higher education. With an update on State Bill 83, as well as the House bill that would require school districts to develop policy and programs for dyslexic students, Charles Baglin and Keith West report from the state capitol.
Senate Bill 83 has won approval on the Senate floor, this during the 2025 General Assembly in Frankfurt. And that's good news for homeschool students with an eye toward college. Senate Bill 83, which is sponsored by Senator Mike Wilson, focuses on Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarships Awards, also known as KEYS.
And what this bill does is relating to the KEYS scholarship for students attending non-certified schools, specifically those that are homeschool students. This is certainly a growing population within our state in every district. Specifically during COVID, that expanded exponentially.
KEYS awards are funded by Kentucky lottery proceeds. They require no advance sign-up or application. Scholarship awards are calculated based on student grade point average. Senate Bill 83 provides that for homeschool students, their ACT score would be translated into an equivalent GPA. Starting at a 2.5 GPA, a student, for example, would earn $125 per year. For a GPA of 4.0, that's $500 per year. Plus, bonus awards can be received based on the ACT or SAT score. Senate Bill 83 now moves to the House of Representatives for consideration.
A legislative measure to strengthen the support for students with dyslexia and other reading and writing difficulties was presented in the State House of Representatives. House Bill 272 would require school districts to develop a policy for programs to identify and support students with dyslexia. Per the bill, the Department of Education would be required to review and update the program annually, and teacher education programs would be required to include instruction on dyslexia. The bill's sponsor is Representative Samara Heverin.
So I come here today asking for help for my families in my district and across the Commonwealth. According to the Yale Center for Dyslexia and Creativity, 1 in 5 children have dyslexia in the United States. House Bill 272 will help move Kentucky forward in helping our children be able to read and write by the 3rd grade.
House Bill 272 passed with favorable expression and now heads to the state Senate for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfurt, I'm Keith West.
Thank you, Keith and Charles, for that update. We'll keep you updated throughout the legislative session. Up next, we're going to take a quick break. We've got that weather report coming up next with Sam.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
Welcome back to Alive at 5. Beautiful day here in the Bluegrass. Nice warm temps out there. Sunshine a little bit even out there as well. Sam in the Weather Center going to give us a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Grenolyn. And what a glorious day. We ended up seeing high temperatures in the low 70s around the region. Just spectacular. And now as we head into the overnight, well, we have a little system that's going to track through the area tonight and into the morning tomorrow. And that's part of this, which was going to spread some rain showers across the area. This frontal boundary back here, you can see some of the clouds starting to move in. That's a little bit earlier. So that's going to track through overnight tonight and move through by tomorrow morning. Those showers should be ending around 7 to 8 a.m. or so, with a slight drop in temperatures. So again, exiting early in the morning, and then we'll be drier and cooler. Now, some of those showers could come down moderate and possibly a brief heavy downpour. Just be aware of that if you happen to be driving out real early in the morning. Here we are at 7 a.m. and notice that precipitation already sliding off down to the southeast. We'll be left over with some cloud cover and temperatures, unfortunately, not going to be in the 70s tomorrow, and maybe an isolated shower late. That's on the backside of this whole area of low pressure, and then we'll stay dry. So we're looking at 48 degrees in Richmond here tonight. And you can see Beattyville at 52, Lancaster 47, Stanford 48, Berea 48, Lexington at 47. Daytime highs now, again, not the 70s, unfortunately, but still just above the average. Average highs in those low 50s. We'll be around 54 here in Richmond. Irvin at 52 degrees, and winds picking up here Friday and Saturday out of the west. And we see those temperatures nice and mild still for the last day of February, but ushering in March here on Saturday. Takes a little dip, 49 degrees. Can't rule out a drip or two. Not expecting really any measurable precipitation with that on Saturday, but a much better chance next week. It's going to turn windy, and we have a pretty powerful storm that could move in Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Thanks, Sam, for that forecast. You can always check that out anytime at WBONTV.com. That is also available on our Facebook page. Well, a London man was arrested for DUI after his car caught fire while he was exiting it from a ditch early Wednesday morning. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about a vehicle stuck in the ditch on Somerset Road around 12:10 a.m. Upon arrival, deputies found 44-year-old Manshakur Patel still in the vehicle, attempting to reverse it at full acceleration. As Patel exited the vehicle, deputies detected the odor of alcohol. The vehicle then caught fire and became fully engulfed in flames. Following an investigation, Patel was determined to be under the influence and was arrested and charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence, first offense. Well, the death toll from the recent severe weather in Kentucky continues to rise, now reaching 23. Governor Andy Beshear announced earlier the latest fatality, a man in Graves County, was attributed to flood waters. This update follows a series of announcements throughout the past week highlighting the ongoing impact of severe weather. Monday, the 17th, the governor initially reported 11 deaths, which quickly rose to 12 by that evening. Tuesday, the 18th, saw the toll climb to 14. Prompting the state to shift from search and rescue to recovery efforts with concerns about freezing temperatures. Thursday, the 20th, brought the total to 15. Friday, the 21st, saw a significant increase to 20, with deaths reported across several counties. Saturday, the 22nd, the toll rose to 21, and the most recent update from Tuesday, February 25th, pushed that number to 23. The severe weather, characterized by flooding and subsequent freezing temperatures, has caused widespread devastation across the state. Well, the Kentucky State Police Critical Incident Response Team is investigating a trooper-involved shooting that occurred earlier this week. KSP says the preliminary investigation indicates that troopers arrived at 635 Hubbs Hollow Road in Knox County to assist the Barberville Police Department in executing an active arrest warrant on 44-year-old Stephen M. Carter of Rockhold, Kentucky. Shortly after arriving on scene, a trooper located Mr. Carter behind the residence with a firearm. The trooper gave verbal commands for Mr. Carter to drop the firearm. During the encounter, the trooper fired his agency-issued firearm, fatally wounding Mr. Carter. The Knox County coroner pronounced Mr. Carter deceased at the scene at 7:44 p.m. on Monday. It says the information is based on preliminary investigation into the incident and could be subject to change through the course of the ongoing investigation as investigators interview vital witnesses and gather pertinent facts. Of course, we'll keep it following here at WBON TV 9. Bluegrass Crime Stoppers are asking for the public's help in locating a wanted man. Reportedly, 47-year-old Christopher Thomas is wanted on 11 warrants in Fayette County and surrounding counties. Offenses include, according to police, third-degree burglary and theft by unlawful taking. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts, you can leave anonymous tips with the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. That phone number, 859-253-2020, for a possible cash reward. That we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news here live at 5. But up next, we've got Michael Watkins in the sports studio with an update from the games last night. That's coming up next.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And us, and PD.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealist.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV 9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings, and log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV 9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote, for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
The 44th District Championship games are set following the 2 games last night featuring Berea and Model. Michael Watkins is back today with a look back at night 2 of the Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration 44th District Tournament.
It's our midweek Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, and as we come at you on this Wednesday, there will be just 2 schools represented on Friday night in the Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration 44th District Championship games after a Madison Central sweep on Monday and a sweep by Berea last night. Game 1 from Baptist Health Arena last night featured the Lady Patriots from Model and the Lady Pirates and was close throughout. After a low-scoring first 6 minutes, a pair of Riley Hunt free throws broke a 2-2 tie, and on the ensuing possession for Berea, Avery Plessinger knocked down a 3 for the first made field goal of the game. The game was tied at 7 before another Plessinger 3 at the first quarter buzzer gave Berea the lead 10-7, and although the game was tight throughout, the Lady Pirates never relinquished that lead, going on to win 41-31. 2 stats stick out following last night's girls' game. Berea out-rebounded Model 33-19 and had a 17-6 advantage on the offensive glass, and that led to a 26-10 edge in points in the paint. Plessinger and Cadence Stepp put up some monster numbers. Avery led the way with 18 points, knocking down those 2 3-pointers. Stepp scored 15 and grabbed 16 rebounds, 7 of which were offensive boards. Riley Hunt scored 14 for Model and hauled in 8 rebounds herself in her final game as a Lady Patriots, where she scored 743 points for her career. The win for Berea puts them back in the district championship game for the first time since 2022. Lady Patriots will try and knock off one of the 11th region favorites Friday night, and that 2022 season was also the last time they defeated Madison Central. Tip-off for that game on Friday is set for 6 p.m. In the nightcap, it was the same 2 schools on the boys' side, with the 2 teams meeting for the second time in 2 weeks, but this time there was a different outcome. Model was looking to advance to the district championship game for the first time since 2015 against a Berea team they had just handled pretty easily back on February the 11th. However, Coach Eric Fields and his team came out to play last night, and after trailing by 3 at the half, came out with an entirely different mindset in the second half and ended up winning by 18 points, outscoring Model 19-7 in the third quarter and 18-9 in the fourth. A 15-0 run from the 7:02 mark in the third quarter to the 1:11 mark separated the Pirates from the Patriots, and they never looked back. Berea forced 5 turnovers in that period and out-rebounded Model 11-4 over that stretch, and were able to get a little bit of revenge from that loss 14 days ago. The Pirates now return to the district championship game for the first time since 2020 and will look to pull off the upset. The KHSAA site dates back to 1998, and according to that, Berea has not beaten Madison Central during that span. 22 straight wins over that stretch of time, so if Berea were to do it, it would be a history-making win. Well, the EKU men's basketball team is set for their final regular season game of the season with potential playoff seeding on the line. The Colonels face North Florida tonight and are currently in a 3-way tie for 4th place in the ASUN Conference standings. Eastern is 4-1 versus UNF all time, but that one loss did take place in Jacksonville. However, the Colonels won the first meeting between the 2 teams this season, knocking off UNF 79-74 back in January. George Kimball III scored 26 points in that game, but the leading scorer for EKU hasn't played since injuring himself on February 8th versus Stetson. We'll see if he's back tonight as the team prepares for the postseason. You can catch that game live tonight on our sister station, 100.7 The Coyote, with pregame coverage starting at 6:30. And don't forget, tonight is also the championship game of the Tanner Dodge 56 District Tournament featuring Estill County and Lee County in girls high school basketball. We'll have coverage of that game as well on another one of our sister stations, V99.3 WIRV. For this Wednesday edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, love watching these high-intense postseason basketball games at the high school level, and the college postseason begins here very shortly as well. Thanks for hanging out with us here, folks. I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It's Wednesday, and it is time now for Wanted Wednesday by the Kentucky State Police. This week, KSP is searching for Sharon Smith. Sharon Smith is wanted for theft by deception, including cold checks in the amount of $10,000 or more. Take a good look at Sharon Smith there on the screen. She's listed as 67 years old. 5'6" tall with brown hair and hazel eyes. She is wanted out of the Hazard Post. That phone number 606-435-6069. But you can contact any KSP post if you have any information on Sharon Smith. Go ahead and take one good look at that. And we're going to call it quits here today at Live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy it out there. It's really nice. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow, Live at 5.